I've noticed over the course of my life, especially as of late, that I am quickly turning into the old guy shouting at the cloud. The old Grandpa Simpson, you know, just angry about everything. Just get up every day to be angry. And it's not what I'm trying to be, but man, there's just so many things out there that you just start digging into. And you're like, God, this sucks. Ugh, why do people do this? Why are people doing this to me? Welcome to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad. We play games slowly and most often badly. We are back with My Time at Portia, and we are on Saturday, the 6th. And on the weekends, I do not believe that you're able to take commissions, which is something I didn't realize coming out of the last episode, but it did dawn on me now. So, today will be a little bit different than the past. We're going to restock all of these, because apparently we've depleted most of the fuel. Which is actually a good thing. I don't read that as a bad thing. It means that we've effectively zeroed out the fuel in these, and we've set ourselves up to continue to keep burning through. I consider that a good thing. We have a ton of bronze, which means today we are going to need to go and get some upgrade kits to make better items. We're also going to check out our mailbox, and what do we got today from the research center? Found a lot of information we need to go through. Mail you the results within 1 day. Okay, so they found something using the data disk that I gave them, and that's good. That's a net good thing, because that means that we are going to be able to build something new. Hello, tourist. It sure is a beautiful city. Yes, it is. You just whoop, yeet you. Let's hit the Commerce Guild. It's 8 a.m. and I believe there should be a bunch of tables set out today. These tables are an interesting mini-game that occurs on the weekends when there are no commissions. Are you going to tell me that this is not for today? Alright, please get in your seat, and then I need to talk to you, because I need to figure out why the heck the tables aren't set up. Are they only set up on Sundays? I thought they were set up on Saturdays. I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be very, very upset if there's nothing to do today. Alright, so I am thinking that I am out of luck for today, which is unfortunate, because that was what I was planning on showing off. So I guess we'll just have to truck on with doing something cool. And when I think cool, I think upgrading my gear to be more powerful. So let us get on that. Before we do that, though, let us check one thing. Our crafting table is level 1. As such, it can only make level 1 items. That's a problem, because my favorite items that we can make, bronze swords, require a level 2 bench. But at this construction place, we're able to do a whole bunch of things with our house. Loading time. God, I hate this so much. There's this really unnecessary thing they do here, and it kind of bothers me, only because the performance on the Switch is just so bad with it. And that's, it switches you to this sort of pan view of your house. I don't really need this. This doesn't really do anything for me. I'm able to upgrade. I need 5 old parts, and I need 20 wooden boards, and I need 2,000 gold. Alright, we're not going to have that today. And that's okay. That does really hone in what we're going to do. We are going to get our equipment upgraded, and then we are going to consider going into the ruins on Sunday. What are we looking for in the ruins? Well, I'm looking for all of the old parts I possibly can get, so that I can use them to upgrade that. Polly Pocket. So upgrading weapons in this game is pretty straightforward. You need to get an upgrade kit. Basically, this is the way they lock you from being able to just get like one bit of good material and just grinding your way through the game. This upgrade kit allows you to upgrade your tools. It's got everything you need in it. Now, what does that mean? It means that they got lazy and couldn't come up with a better reason as to why you needed it. But that's okay. We are going to take 2 of these. That is going to cost us about 500 bucks, and that is unfreaking fortunate. However, it's okay. because we can get some of that back immediately. Why? Because we have junk. I do not intend at any point right now to be using these pigments. They're worth 26. Goodbye, goodbye. I don't need these cloths right now. I got a mushroom. I don't need that right now. I got these plant fibers, which at the moment I'm not using for anything, which is great. I got sand. You don't need sand apparently. I got a stone brick. I got a shell. I got another shell. It might seem like it's not a lot, but all of this stuff adds up pretty quick. Alright, and that's, I think, a pretty good place to stop right there. We didn't get it all back, but we got a lot of it back. And the real trick will be recycling the things that we get when we do jump into the ruins. And now that I think about it, maybe, given the fact that we have nothing to do, we'll go jump into the ruins today. I won't have the full time, but I only have 300 stamina. It's not as though I can necessarily go to the final level. Okay, so upgrading the gear is actually pretty simplistic. You go to the tools and you go to the item you want to upgrade, and you basically just say, yes, I want one of those. It removes your pickaxe, it removes some copper, and it removes your upgrade kit. I can actually do both. That's lovely. Such good items. Alright, now what I do wish is that I would be able to use something other than the mitts when I go into the ruins, because the mitts are not great. Although I guess I could, it uses a lot of stamina, I think. It's okay. That's okay. Let us go and descend into some ruins, and I guess they're not combat ruins, so I don't really need it right now. Nora! I don't even know who Nora is. Sister of the Church of the Light. Hello, Nora. Hello, Nora. Okay. I believe this is what we use to change the level. Yes, I do. Alright, so we still have, I believe, for today, a pass to go in, and this will have netted us out at 20 gold to get 2 levels worth of mining in here, which, if you think about it, given the amount of copper and tin we took out last time, is really freaking phenomenal. If we have a good dive today, I would like to find some relics, some very specific relics if possible. Alright, let's start with that one. Perfect. Let's get my bronze pickaxe, and before we do anything, let's lag up because we're trying to upgrade our character, and we're going to put one in this, and then double drops while mining. Yes. So we now have a chance to double drops while mining. We are very efficient while mining, and also just because I had to make it happen, I basically made us more efficient at kicking trees. Not all skills, mind you, are super helpful. I got a racket. So racket's actually a pretty cool weapon. Okay, first we're going to go to you, because you're, like, right there. Use soil. Alright, so that is an old data disk. Structural dimensional theory. Don't know what that is. Therapy. Structural therapy. Make the building feel better about its structure. You're gonna be like in a freaking wall. I like to dig around. Please let me dig around. Please let me dig around, game. I'd appreciate that. Be my bro. Alright, it did let me cheat the F out of the game right there, which is good. I definitely can't get that one. That one is lost to humanity. Let's go after this one down here next. We're going to go and get the difficult ones first, and then we'll double back for the easy ones. I do want to find another cave of bronze. That would be lovely. I wonder if you get double data disk, potentially. We should keep an eye on that. It is mining. I am getting it while mining. It's definitely helping me out in the stone department. I can see every so often just the double harvest, and it is just crazy. Alright, got an eyeglass. That is important. For a quest, actually. Perfect. So we're just going to tunnel mine all the way down here. It's going to be great. So this is pretty much the game I've been using to keep myself busy. I am in the process of purchasing a new home, and I love this house. Absolutely love it. Super excited to be living in it, but it obviously is so expensive. Oh, good lord. Buying a house in the United States specifically is one of the most soul-cripplingly expensive things, because of all of the nonsense that actually gets involved in terms of having to pay for inspections, and those inspectors aren't even very good, and then having to play all these ancillary costs. Ooh, a small engine. So that's a special item that we're going to need for a quest coming up down the line. I would like to find 3 of those, maybe 4, if possible. I will not find that in one go, but it would be great if over the next few episodes we get there. So yeah, I'm buying this house, and it is a huge amount of money down, just a staggering amount of money down. Strange lenses. Just an absolute crazy amount of money. And not even the down payment on the house, the deposit to basically have the right to buy the house. So I'm basically putting down a deposit as like a show of good faith that I'm serious about this. I had to put down basically my savings, which is, it's just bananas. And it's a lovely house, and I'm happy that I did it. But at the moment, I don't have money for anything. Like, I'm literally sitting here making decisions as to whether or not I want to eat lunch today. Like, it is that crazy. Like, what type of, ramen noodle dish am I going to purchase on my way to work today? Because Lord knows I can't freaking afford, a sandwich. Although I will say the thing I defaulted to that I forgot how much I appreciate is a good peanut butter sandwich. Just a very simple white bread peanut butter sandwich. Which I know sounds silly, but like, when's the last time you had like a nice white bread peanut butter sandwich? It's pretty good. I mean, I prefer it with the banana. That's my personal take. Peanut butter with a nice cut up piece of banana is just freaking heaven for me. Oh, look at all this. This is lovely. But in the absence of being able to keep a banana, just due to my situation, not really having a place to live right now, yeah, nice peanut butter sandwich. Good times. But as an odd little additional caveat of my job, I now travel a lot more than I previously did. So I also don't want to keep a whole bunch of stuff around, in my office or whatnot, waiting for me to get back, because it'll be bad by then. And what the heck point was that? An old talker. Okay, I don't know what that is. Another relic, obviously, but... So, yeah, soul crippling. Oh, just awful. I gotta tell you, being an adult, staggeringly overrated. Staggeringly overrated. It's one of those things where, like, you're growing up and everyone's telling you, like, you gotta work really hard and go to college or you won't be able to afford your own house. And it's like, yeah, that sounds really good on paper. Then you actually get there and you're like, I don't really effing want this. This is a lot of freaking work. Like, what's the benefit of this? Well, it's yours and you own it. Oh, great. I could own, like, a lot of really cool stuff, but instead I own a house. Old plastic thermos piece 1. I wonder if that makes the set. Yeah, I am now officially reached the point in my life where, like, my personal thought is, like, I just want to live in a freaking condo. I just want to live in a condo and be left alone. That's all I want. Nice leather sofa. Interesting. I've noticed over the course of my life, especially as of late, that I am quickly turning into the old guy shouting at the cloud. The old Grandpa Simpson, just angry about everything. Just get up every day to be angry. And it's not what I'm trying to be, but man, there's just so many things out there that you just start digging into, and you're like, God, this sucks. Ugh, why do people do this? Why are people doing this to me? Yeah, definitely check out my Twitter if you are like, hey, I wonder what sort of house he's actually buying, because I'm gonna try and post a few pictures in the not so distant future, just to give everyone an idea of why I do this. I gotta say, it sort of paid off the other day. Obviously, I moved down to a much warmer climate. If you've followed any of my other videos, you sort of know that. I was at the beach the other day, and I'm not a beach person, but I'm alone down here. My family didn't come down with me for the start, and I'm just like, man, I'm bored. Let's go to the beach and walk around. There was a freaking thing of dolphins at the beach the other day, and it was just freaking unreal. I mean, like, literally feet away from where I was, there was just dolphins playing in the water. I'm like, this is so freaking cool right now. Like, I don't care that I'm sitting here alone, because, like, this is a cool, genuinely cool experience. Alright, I think that is the lot. And really not a moment too soon, because we are quite low on time. Let's return to the ruin entrance. And let's exit. Go to the research center to turn those lenses. I am not planning on doing that today. I am planning on doing that another time. We should have the items that we need in order to upgrade our sweet chest. We should have the items we need to upgrade our workstation. Salad sauce. Why do you keep running in this direction, you? There we go. Can I don't have stamina. That's right. That's why I stopped in the first place. Man, this has been a quick one. I think that we are going to make this a double. Let's make it a double, friend. Because, this one went too quick for my taste. Alright, we're gonna invert the, production a little bit, because I think we're going to need more bronze coming up, then we're going to need copper. And let's call it for today. Second attempt workshop is going to call it for today. Let's actually go put some stuff away and then call it for the night. Alright, let's go to our wooden storage. Let's go to our dangerous materials. And let us drop you. I have multiples at the top of a thermos and none at the bottom. Excellent. That'll do for you. And let's put some copper in. Let's put some dirt in, and some sand, and some rocks. And go to consumables, and we get some salad dressing. Tasty. Alright, so this rack has an attack of 10 versus the mitts that have an attack of 5. Although a higher melee critical damage. We're going to run through another day because these weekends tend to go pretty quick. Day 7, month 1, year 1. I think I'm going to actually withdraw the eyeglasses that I just put in, because I think that will make that part of our loop today. Okay. Perfecto. This tooltip about the sort all function is wonderful. Hi, so you're the new builder in town? I heard you're from Barna Rock. Past 3 years, a lot more humid. Have you gotten used to the humidity? Yeah, absolutely. Humidity's great. Cooking recipe to help with the humidity. Just use milk, golden salmon, and salt. Thank you, doctor. for giving me a really disgusting salmon recipe. You should be ashamed at making a dish like that. Research results. I got a civil furnace. So that's the upgraded furnace. So it's really good that we got that. Oh, we have our first meeting tonight at Peach Plaza at 19 sharp. Excellent. Excellent. No? You're not gonna let me do that? Game's thoroughly opposed to me hitting a cat with a pickaxe. I don't know if I can get behind that game. You know, it's like, I think Skyrim has ruined me as a human being. Because I think everyone, you know, it could be Skyrim or it could be RimWorld. In any event, those games have ruined me as a human being because my first thought is, like, how can I make a hat out of this person? Is there no inspection this weekend? That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate because I was banking on that as something to do. I was wondering if your sword was going to render back in, but unfortunately it did not. Molly! Alright, on to the research center. I think we're probably going to end up finishing this episode out with a just boatload of harvesting. Strange lenses in the ruins. You know what they are? Pretty neat. They're glasses with a colorful tint. These aren't regular, though. Alright, apparently I have to come back tomorrow. And apparently my walk function got stuck, which is lovely. Alright, so we are just going to take use of this time to go and harvest all of the everything. And I think we're going to start with the metal all the everything, and we'll get wood later if we so choose. Which would be a good time for me to chat with you. Let me know what you're thinking of this series. I am going to record this one, put it together, get episodes 1, 2, and 3, and whatever. I think this is 3. I think this is 3. This might be 4, though. This is 4, I think. Yeah, 4. We're going to get these out of the way, and then I'm looking for some feedback, and we'll see from there if we continue. Oh, look at all these things we're getting. Because what I don't want to do is make another dead series on the internet. So, if this is something that you want to see, I'm going to continue to do it. If it's something that no one cares to see, I'm not going to waste my time, your time, and everyone else's time putting this together. Because this one, I would honestly rather play with a purpose. Either for my own purpose, where I'm not trying to show things off and I'm just running through it full tilt, or because people want to see it. So yeah, let me know if you want me to continue playing. Which leads me to another thought process I've been kicking about. I'm wondering if it makes sense to start putting like thresholds on videos. So in other words, I'll do 5 of anything. You know, any idea I come up with, I'll be willing to do 5 videos of. But I'm wondering if I should tie a viewer count or a like counter to it, so that I don't get trapped into making series that aren't all that popular. As for instance, Ancient Stone Tablets has been tremendously unpopular, even by my tiny channel's standards. It just hasn't gotten any sort of meaningful traction. Where I'd rather invest in doing more RimWorld or something like that, where there's actually a hope of somebody perhaps watching it. You know, roguelike games too, especially, always get some views. So a really hard roguelike game where I'm just sitting there memeing it up pretty much the whole time is likely to get more traction than, you know, a 90s era video game that never got released in the United States. Now, personally, I would rather watch the 90s era video game that never got released in the United States, and I think a handful of you would as well, but I'm wondering if that's a viable option. If you yourself have an opinion on that, I would love to hear your thoughts. Do I start ramping it back using data, or just keep going because it's really a passion thing more than anything else? Love to hear your opinion. Alright, so as you can see, above ground mining is not necessarily as advantageous as below ground mining, because everything takes multiple hits to break. It might seem silly, but it really stacks up pretty quick. Alright, there's a lovely waterfall on this side of the map, and we'll take a look at that. Just a moment. I would like to first crush all these stones. All of the stones. I still owe someone a planting box as well. Maybe we'll do that today. That's an expansion area that we'll get to later. You get this beautiful waterfall. Falls down there, and there's a whole bunch of enemies down there, so I don't intend to jump down today, but it's fun to know it's down there. Alright, so I guess let's go through just what the state of the world is for me. As I've pointed out, I'm in the process of moving, which has been a big change for both myself and my family. Oh, I can cut this down. Let's cut down the gigantic trees. They've been around for like way too long. So yeah, I've been in the process for moving, starting a new job. New job involves travel. I'm literally flying out almost every weekend as of late, and that's been a really interesting thing because I am a really easy traveler. An exceptionally easy traveler. I don't mind flying a discount airline with my knees in my chest, and I always just go for the shortest direct flight that I can get for the least amount of money. And if I have to pay for a snack or an upgraded extra legroom seat, I have literally no problem in the world doing that. And what it's led me to realize is I'm in the absolute minority when it comes to that. I've been telling people about basically my methodology for traveling, and it's worked for me thus far. The only flight that I had a lot of trouble with was actually a more upscale flight. And everyone just looks at me like I have 6 heads. I'm like, oh yeah, I fly on Spirit Airlines, and I go for, basically not selecting a seat and just letting them assign it to me. And I travel with a carry-on generally, because the carry-ons are usually generally inexpensive. But if the carry-ons are expensive, sometimes I'll just take a backpack as a personal item and call it a day. And people are like, you don't check a bag? You don't go somewhere where you can check 2 bags? You don't? I'm like, no, it's just me. Why would I need to do that? If I'm going anywhere for less than a week, especially if it's not a business trip, I wear a pair of jeans a few times during that week. Maybe I wash clothes once while I'm there, and I can use a freaking checked bag for days. Or a carry-on bag, rather. Oh, I'm out of stamina. It's funny, because I didn't realize that people were that particular about their traveling habits until I started to talk to people and tell them about how I was traveling, and they're looking at me like I have a bunch of heads. Happened in Discord as well. I suggested a cheap flight, the cheapest possible flight, and people were like, what the F? That plane's gonna fall apart. And I was like, nah man, it's not a Boeing. Fireside at 19 o'clock. Yes, it is the Fireside, which is why I've headed back. I don't remember what the first Fireside chat is about, so I'm excited to go see. We got our swatter, our racket. We can hit things with the tennis racket now. That's fun. We get a few minutes. Let's go check in on our lovely... Oh, crafting complete. Fuel depleted. Fuel depleted. And fuel depleted. Well, we can fix that. Alright. Let's just prop these guys up a little bit, and we'll still have plenty of time to get to the fireside chat. There we go. Good evening, everyone. We've been having lots of pan bat sightings recently. I know they're cute, but don't go near them. Ooh, I hit a thing. Don't go near them. They're dangerous. I've asked the Civil Corps to try and do something to scare them off, but I'm not holding up much hope. We all know what a pan bat infestation's like. Sometimes I wish we had a tank. In other news, we've decided to proceed with building a bridge to Amber Island. A builder has already been picked for the project. Also, we are in preparations for the construction of the DD transportation system. I'll be securing funding over the coming weeks and pick a builder soon. Any donations are welcome. What? How come I didn't hear about the bridge? When was this? Oh, now I finally get to fish there. He's asking for money again. Finally, we have a new builder in town this week. She lives in the old workshop outside the city gate. Let's all give Linda a warm welcome. Everyone's like, yeah, go away, Linda. Yep. So that's a day. That's another day in our lives. Let's go do some basic farm maintenance, and then let's turn it in. God, I love this game. I can't say that enough. You know, people might quibble with the fact that the loading screens take forever, and I have to agree with them to some extent. But, man, it's pretty. There's a lot to do. It's one of those games that just continues to keep you busy. You know, this is a 50-hour time sink if you want to really build it out. Well, on that note, I guess we're done for today. Let's put away our stuff while I say good night. As always, I really appreciate anybody who's watching my videos, because you have so many options out there in terms of entertainment that there really is no valid reason why you should be listening to me drone on and on. But you do, and for that, I greatly appreciate you. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back with another episode of My Time at Portia. And let me know what you think about my thought process of adding a like or a watch filter before I keep going with a series like this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.